Is it time to panic for the Chicago Bears? Let's talk about it, people. What is going on? Y'all, Faiz Sports all back at it with another video talking, of course, NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, and yeah, we know it's not fun being a Bears fan. It's actually quite miserable. But still, if you enjoy the misery and want to join in on me on that, subscribe to the channel, guys. Hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, let's talk about this. All right, so obviously coming off a blowout loss to the Lions, the vibes are completely shot. They're very low right now. Everybody's tweaking out. Is the season over? This and that. And let me just say, I'm not trying to be like this, rah-rah, waving the pom-poms guy for this team and what have you. But my goodness, 2 weeks in, and we're already giving up on the season. Like, I've got so many of you guys in the comments, so many of you guys during the live that I went yesterday after the game saying, Faiz, the season is over, the season is over. No, it's not. No, it's not. Yes, it was an abysmal performance against the Lions in week 2. We had a choke job in week 1 against the Minnesota Vikings, who looked abysmal, by the way, against the Falcons. So, yeah, that loss stings even more. But the sky is not falling. Now, there are absolutely some issues with this football team that need to be addressed 1,000%. And I will get to that in just a second here. But big picture, zooming out here, 10,000 feet view. It's week 2. It's week 2. All right, let's take a deep breath here and understand it's week 2. We went up against 2 division rivals, 2 football teams that should be and are ahead of where the Bears are. Those are not excuses. Those are facts. The Lions, obviously a playoff team, projected to win the division, won 15 games last year. The Vikings won 14 games last year. I know they're starting a rookie quarterback, but these teams are both ahead of the Bears. Now, I will say, as far as the problems on this football team, there are a lot, all right? But talk to me after week 7, okay? After week 7, because to me, I'm not going to go ahead and say, oh, this entire season we can have performances like this and I'm not going to freak out and I'm not going to say it's time to panic. No, I definitely will. After week 7, talk to me. The reason I say that is because this next stretch of games that we have, the defenses just aren't as good. All right? Or the teams themselves just aren't as good. The Cowboys coming up next game in week 3. We get the Raiders after that. We got the Saints in week 7. Obviously, we have the bye week. So my point to you guys is if the Bears still look inept and still look lost and still are getting blown out and getting 50 points put on them after these next 4 weeks, yeah, I'm going to panic then. But right now, I'm not panicking. I'm not panicking. Now, let's talk about the issues for this football team. Culturally, it's going to take time. I get it. But this team needs an identity. And Ben Johnson needs to establish that. We are just a soft football team. We don't intimidate anybody. We're not a physical football team. And we're not a team that wins in the trenches. I know that's going to take Ben Johnson some time to establish here. But what I can accept is the job that Ryan Poles has done with this football team. He has built this team outside in instead of inside out. We have all these flashy skill player positions with receivers and tight ends and premium skill player positions, but we don't have the nastiness on the trenches that you need to win. You win the trenches, you win the football game. And the Bears are just not good enough. I could start with the defensive line, right? Montez Sweat getting paid like a number 1 pass rusher. He's not. We're not getting any sort of, consistent pass rush from him or the rest of the guys. The secondary is completely abysmal. Tyreek Stevenson looks like he is lost out there. I mean, this defense was a problem today, for sure. And for all the people that want to point the finger at Caleb Williams and this Bears offense, folks, Caleb Williams did not give up 334 passing yards and 5 touchdowns to Jared Goff. Caleb Williams did not give up 177 rushing yards and 5.9 yards per carry to this Lions offense. He did not give up the Lions having 200-yard receivers. And he didn't give up 6 red zone TDs in 7 drives. That was not the offense. Caleb Williams will be just fine. I'm not worried about him. Ben Johnson will be just fine. I'm not worried about him. What I'm worried about is this defense and Ryan Poles. This defense looks like it's going to be a problem. And it looks like we're going to have to win football games with shootouts because it's just not dependable at this point. And with Ryan Poles, look, the fact of the matter is he brought Ben Johnson in here, and we all obviously gave him credit for it. But the criticism is warranted here because Ben Johnson just got here. Caleb Williams is a young quarterback, second year, really first year with a legitimate head coach. Ryan Poles has been here a number of years now. We've been a bottom team in the NFC North, just living in the cellar. What is he doing with the draft? We are not getting impact players. Now, even for this season, maybe you could, obviously blame Ben Johnson for some of that because I'm sure he's involved in the personnel as far as the drafts. But Colson Loveland, Luther Burden being non-factors, and these are your top picks. And then Ozzie Trapilo, healthy stretch. Shamar Turner, healthy stretch. What is going on here? You should be utilizing the draft to be able to get impact players if you can't get them in free agency or via trade. But you're not able to get either. Yes, he did upgrade the offensive line, but the defensive line is severely lacking. The secondary is severely lacking. And oh, by the way, this run game is atrocious. Bottom of the NFL. And I've been pounding the desk all off season long. Upgrade the damn run game. DeAndre Swift is not the answer. He can be a nice number 2 back or a guy that can take a handful of carries a game. He's not a 20 carries, put it in his belly, and let him just, take over the football game and just ride him out. He's not that type of back. Defenses are not going to be scared of play action with DeAndre Swift back there. You had all off season to address the running back position. And yes, I get it. You got sniped in the draft with Ashton Genty and with Travion Henderson, but you had plenty of other draft picks. You go ahead and wait till the 7th round to draft a rookie running back. I'm not even going to fault Kyle Menenga. What's he supposed to do? He is a 7th round running back. You had all off season to upgrade the run game, and what do? You don't do it. So here's what I would say. I know everybody wants to, go ahead and fire Ryan Poles, and Caleb's not the answer, and Ben Johnson looks like he's in over his head. We're not doing this, folks. We're not doing this whole, fire everybody and restart over again. That's just how bad organizations stay bad. You got to ride this out. You got to see it through. I'm trying to be rational and I'm trying to be logical. That's just the case. But here's what you absolutely can do right now. Make some moves. Make some moves. I know this isn't fantasy football, but real football is not working for you if you're Ryan Poles. Because you need to go out and understand, hey, we're 0-2. We just got the doors blown off us in week 2 against the Lions team, which looked inept against the Packers. And I know the Packers are better, but that should have been a competitive football game. You have holes all over this roster. Go ahead and address them. We need to sign an edge rusher. We need to get a running back. We need to find to be able to get some people in the secondary. Go out and make some moves, Ryan Poles. Because sitting around is just not going to be enough. Okay? You need to fill in some holes on this roster. It's never too early. Never too early. I just alluded to the fact that it's not fantasy football, but hey, guys, literally, right? One of my teams, I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, we're too top heavy. I need to trade one of my guys to get, some depth. That's what I did, right? Picked up the win in week 2. I'm over here talking about fantasy football. That's how sad the state of affairs with the Bears are. But my point is, Ryan Poles, go out and sign an edge rusher. We just saw Zadarius Smith got taken up. Jadeveon Clowney got taken up. Go out and sign a running back. You had all offseason to get Nick Chubb. And I'm not saying these guys were coming in here and they're going to change life, but they would have been impactful. Better than what you have right now. The roster has some serious holes. Address it, Ryan Poles. Address it. He is the guy that is at the top of the list as far as the blame game. How I would rank it, Ryan Poles number 1, Dennis Allen number 2, and when I say Dennis Allen, I'm including this defense because they're atrocious. Number 3 would be Caleb, and then Ben Johnson. But keep in mind, 1 and 2, big gap between 3 and 4. The offense is going to be fine. They're going to come along. I have trust in Ben. I have trust in Caleb. This defense and Ryan Poles, they're going to be a problem. So Ryan Poles better take a hard look at himself in the mirror and understand he needs to make some moves on this damn football team. It is never too early. Do something before the season slips away. All right? So, like I said, guys, trying to stay realistic here, trying to stay logical here. 2 weeks into the season. Talk to me after week 7. We'll address it after that. Cowboys up next. We'll see what happens, but that's what I have to say. Let me know what you guys think, man. Agree or disagree with me. Sound off in the comments. I want to hear from you guys. As always, thanks for watching.